for Travel Tuesday, brought to you by Colette, and we are talking guided travel. But what does that mean? Here to break it all down for us is Jacqueline Leibel-Cote, president of Colette. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
We were just talking about travel and how so many people cannot wait to get their bags packed, to get back on the road, get back on a plane. So Colette provides a specific type of guided travel. Tell us what that means.
Yeah, so I mean, there's so many choices when it comes to travel, but to really put to travel internationally or even domestically, it takes so much time, so much research. There's oversaturation of hotels and online, and it really confuses people more than anything. So what we really do is sort of wrap that into a package and really do the due diligence, but leave that balanced time for those who want to sort of branch off on their own and do their own thing. They can do that.
So when you say take care of everything, what does that mean?
So all of the hotels. So if you're going to do a 10-day trip to Italy, we're going to know all of the hotels that you're going to stay in throughout that journey. All of the sites, obviously there's the sites, the main sites that you want to see. If you're going to go to Rome, you want to see the Colosseum, right. But then there's the things that as a tourist you may not know about, that the locals may know about. So it's sort of introducing you to all of those things and finding a good balance.
Now, some people I've heard before say they're worried about taking a tour like this because they feel like they can't spend as much time, but that's not always the case.
No, and I will say Colette over the last couple of years has really listened to our guests and also just looked at the trends. We know people want more personalized and individualized experience. So we've balanced and really transformed the way we design tour products. So again, it gives that must-see, it gives that structure to some extent that people want, so you don't have to wait in the long lines to go in on your own. That's the benefit of going guided. Yeah. We have those inns and sort of that VIP experience, but we've created flexibility within that structure so that it's not always a large group going everywhere together. So that's the change that's happened with Colette over the last couple of years.
Well, that's really good to know. And there are people, and I want this job, who design these types of trips that people can go on. First of all, how do you get a gig like that? And what's the role of the designer for all of these trips?
Yeah, that's actually how I came into the company, was designing tour product. It was terrible. I had to go to Australia, New Zealand.
Oh, man. Oh, you're rubbing it in.
I know. No, you know what? We've really started to hire a lot more in destination because they're locals. They really do know the off the beaten path, right? And they have to have a sense of creativity, of adventure, of just knowing sort of what the guests are looking for, and just they have to be creative and they have to be able to collaborate and listen to the trends.
Sure. Now, travel before COVID and everything that happened was could be difficult.
Yeah.
But now with everything that folks have to deal with now, that's a whole other ballgame. And I think for many people who may be watching, they don't know what to expect, and that may be why they're holding off traveling. But it's not as bad as maybe you have in your head.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you see it now too. So many people traveling, even just domestically, right? But you still have all of the things happening domestically with COVID and the pandemic. But going guided, the thing with Colette is we work with every single supplier across the globe of where we're operating tours. We know what the mandates are for the hotels, for the restaurants, if you need to be vaccinated, not vaccinated, what that all looks like, and really just being able to get people outside as much as we can to lessen the group, the close proximity of being with others, but being able to still go and experience. And I can tell you, we've had so many people out throughout the summer. September's a really great month for us coming out of COVID. Right. It's our biggest month since the end of December of 19, and guests are rating the tours excellent, and they're happy to be back out there. So, I mean, I've seen pictures with the people in the Blue Lagoon, and I'm like, I got to go back to Iceland.
That sounds so fantastic. I think another great thing about a guided tour like that is, look, not every place is spectacular. Not every tourist attraction is spectacular. And going on a guided tour, you know that already. Yeah. So you don't have to be one of these people who are going there like, okay, you get to go to the great parts, the highlights of everything.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the highlights are usually the things that people don't expect. They don't always go home talking about the Colosseum or the Eiffel Tower. Those are great. They're iconics that people want to see. Right. People go home talking about the unexpected and the people that they met and the sights that they saw that weren't written in the itinerary. That's the great part of travel.
Now, you were saying before we went on, your favorite place was?
Peru.
Peru.
Yes, the
Yeah.
food outstanding, hiking Machu Picchu amazing, the people, the culture, everything, but it far surpassed my expectations going there.
And I think travel is one of the greatest gifts that you could give to someone who you love, or even to yourself. It really opens your mind and opens different cultures to you.
For sure, and I think we all need that a little bit right now. It's the
Yes,
best
we do.
educator. It's the best educator.
Yes,
you know,
we-
I'm in a very lucky industry.
Yes, we do. All right, so when that job opens about guide,
I'm calling you.
That I see right here, sign us up, even if it's a little part-time gig. Thanks so much for coming in. This segment was brought to you by Colette. We're going to share a link to their website at roadshow.com.